All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Indianapolis Colts. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? 30 base.
Right there, 54 Mike.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Let's go.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And right away, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Sit.
Hey, exit.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Yes.
No chance.
Hey, wahoo. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd down, McSorley. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Here's McSorley to throw. He finds Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
Ready?
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. They run with Hines. Room here to run. 31 yards there and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
70.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Slam.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Go. Look at me. Go. Hey, Alpha. Be careful.
On 2nd and 9, McSorley to the right side to Eric Ebron. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Wait, set. Ready?
Check 55, Mike.
Alpha.
On first down, Brady. Going deep for Diggs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rock Ya-Sin. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
64, weak.
No. Check 52.
Small.
McSorley, first and 10. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Right here.
Rock it. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. Now McSorley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
On the carry, it's Cook. And some room to maneuver. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 96 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Look, squeeze.
Check nickel.
Ready.
On 2nd down, it's McSorley. His throw incomplete. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Hey, team 6.
Check. Fresno.
Get it.
On 3rd down, it's McSorley. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point right down the middle. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Hey, switch gears.
50.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady dancing to his left. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Bravo. Sugar.
Brady now to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. The Vikings send out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Off of play action, it's McSorley. Ebron caught left side. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Orbit.
They go play action now with McSorley. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll get two on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Colts on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
You're out.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 22, Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Hey. Five.
Mike, 5-5. Mike, keep the class.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Don't get nervous. He's coming.
You draw courses.
He's coming. Double up.
Hey. High 7.
McSorley from the shotgun. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. No gain on the play there. Second down. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Good positioning, and it's picked off. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Topper. Ready?
Throwing is McSorley. Wide open receiver, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a first down. This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Hey! X3, 218, chopper. Hey, zoom. Get it.
Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 10. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's taken down, but able to slip there. First down, Vikings. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
72.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
80 weapons. Jacket, reload.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. Going deep for Diggs. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On third down, Brady. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory.
Come on, set.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time.
And he lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I got you, son.
Go. Hey, Charlie.
Right there. 54, right there. 54.
Hey, lock it.
We got it. 25, check 25, check 25.
Here's McSorley on first and 10. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Yes.
Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, Sam off. Put up.
Second and 10, it's McSorley. And he comes back with one complete. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Here we go. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Hard.
Check 26, check 26.
Hey, exit.
That's all right, that's all right.
Here's Hines. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, Wahoo.
3rd down, they're going to throw for it with McSorley. He's got it. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike. 3 buzz. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Come on, baby.
Yep.
Let's see what you got.
Hey, Alpha.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got you, punk.
Let go.
They'll throw now on the final play. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Wait, that 29. Alpha.
Heavy, got heavy.
Wait, that ground 80. Ground 80.
Switch. Wide, get wide. Kill.
Hey, 66.
On second down, here's Brady. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Levante David. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he's got a Carol's favorite target yet again. It's complete. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Right there in the middle.
Go on, go on.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Get it.
On 2nd and 9, McSorley. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Get hands on motion, man.
McSorley sets to pass. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Come on, set. 10-2 stop. General West.
Touchdown, defense.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
54.
Now.
54, Mike. Coming to you, coming to you.
Steve Griffin.
It'll be McSorley again. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. 20. 10, 5, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
He's crashing. He's checking credit.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Down. 15 line. 15 line.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Hurry, hurry.
Let's go. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Ready? 10 Lobo.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. You go night-night. Don't go night-night. Alert flare. Alert flare. Flare.
Blue draw Corkers. Bravo. 2.
Out of the shotgun, McSorley. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54. Right.
Here's McSorley to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They're going to look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
61, matchbox lights. Go Bandit.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Hey, high 7. Go 50.
Brady now on first down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Go. Bam.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Hey, Charlie.
Check 24. Watch 24.
Let's get it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. McSorley. Now he's going to go deep down the left. Oh, wide open. Complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
12 yards there, first down Vikings. Brady, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Throwing again on second down. Brady toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. 3rd down here.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
On first down, Brady. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll bring up a second down. Now Brady. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter.
Go! Hey, exit! Now!
Here's McSorley now, 3rd and long. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now McSorley. And that is incomplete.
But, partner, anytime someone tells me that fundamentals are leaving the game, I'm going to show them this play because they couldn't get to the passer. So what do you have to do? Get your hands up in the passing lane, and they batted it away on a 3rd down attempt.
And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 19-yard line.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Brady. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 35. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Rock it.
Kill.
Hey, Haywood. Let's go.
On 2nd and 11 now. McSorley forced out to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman, and he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Second down and goal. McSorley escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On 2nd down now, it's Cook. He'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now, and here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
Brady going to throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. At their own 22-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
On 2nd down, it's McSorley. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
It's a gain of 8.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Go.
McSorley from the shotgun. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Danielle Hunter in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Check three. Check, crunch. Hey, lock it. Deuce. Bravo.
On fourth down, here's McSorley. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
No. Hey, go 66.
First down, here's the run with Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Brady going to go on fourth down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Vikings unable to convert here on fourth. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check. Hey, orbit. Hard. 55 to mine. Go.
Check the backer.
Rush. Yo. Go.
Quick dance.
On the ball. Hey, Echo. Go.
He'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for two. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that two-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the two-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.
So for the Vikings, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
What's up? Yes, I'm first now. In what league? No. Twelve and 3. Damn. What game was I about to play? Oh. Even they ain't oh yeah, they didn't sign Jameis back. Tampa Bay. Boys trash. Yeah. He ain't responded yet. Oh shit! Deshaun Watson. Oh, he said he off limits. Never mind.
Oh, what league is that? Lombardi.
Yeah.
When is the draft?
I don't know. I think Sunday. Who are you? Yeah, you got a lot. 109 million. That's what it said. Look.
How many free agents can I get?
As many as you want.
For real?
Yeah, you just can't bid on Deshaun Watson.
That's it?
Yeah, 109 million. It says it right there. It's over. Big money. Yeah, Chubb in here.
I don't never resign nobody, though. I let that shit roll over to me.
That's why. I said that's why.
And you know what's crazy about Lombardi?
What?
I never re-signed anybody except for I put money on Watt and I put money on Juju. And I'm glad I got that money down. Shit. You said you didn't want me.
God. That hurts.
Ain't nobody bidding on him there.
I need O-line.
I'm just waiting on the next time I play JP. I'm gonna try to punish him. I hope he watching this stream so you can win.
Damn, what he do to you? Alright, so you gotta whoop his ass.
It ain't about punishing him, it's about redemption. I gotta redeem him.
Yeah.
And then he was trying new shit off that. You wanna do all this outdoor shit you don't have fun to do. Then you down, you just kept down the field, you fucking drag race. That shit was pissing.
Vander Esch.
Mine said available cat room 96. That's still a lot now. Bro, just imagine. Devontae Adams.
I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play.
Yes.
No conversation. Ain't got time for no
Hold on, I'm bad, man.
Devontae Adams.
No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma go out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. I'ma run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear the footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.
Either today or tomorrow. She ain't had to work it. Hey. Speak what you was texting me. What happened? What's going on?
Oh, the money part is about you gotta use your PTO.
Oh.
She just